Now, what will happen in the market, only time will tell. But the fact is that at a time when we are grappling with a lot of issues, which is the yen carry trade, the weakness in the market from a record high, and of course, two successive weeks of negative closes, this episode is likely to dent sentiment further. How long will this sentiment remain weak? Only time will tell. Is this an opportunity to get into frontline Adani counters if there is a knee-jerk negative reaction? We'll go to Vinit and have this conversation with him. Vinit, if you can hear me, your first response to what do you think has Hindenburg tried to do? Obviously, these are allegations that have been promptly kicked out of the window by the three affected parties.
So, let us understand the entire saga from the point of view of the accuser and the accused. If you read the publication of the accuser, and if you ignore the entire note just for 30 seconds and go to the disclaimer, it says that Hindenburg has short positions in the stocks mentioned at any point in time. What does that tell you? That the report is with a vested interest. So Hindenburg has short sold, and then they have published this report. Otherwise, why would Hindenburg issue a report on Adani if they have not short sold? So there is essentially a action on the part of the accused to influence the stock price, or in more allocatic words, is to manipulate the stock price. Okay, and the exact accusation, ironically, is of manipulation of stock price. Now let's come to the rebuttal by the accused. There are three different parties which have come out with disclaimers and denials of all the stated facts, and in very, very succinct language. So let's understand what 360 says. That Anil Ahuja's fund was $48 million, 90% invested in bonds, and did not have any investment in Adani stocks. Right? And Buch family's participation in that fund was only to the tune of $1.5 million. And during the time the investment was held, if you notice, the Adani stocks over a 2-year period would have gone up by only 30% max. So what it tells you, 15% CAGR, investment of 1.51 in a measly fund, which is $48 million, does not hold water that they participated in the manipulation of the stock price. Right? Second thing is, another allegation was made that, to influence BlackRock getting the REIT in their favor, it was done. Now, if you see, the SEBI has come out with 300 circulars, and you ask any broker, it has been a pain for them, because it was done in a way to protect the investor, right from the settlement system, thinning down margin funding to ensure that price stability stays in the markets. And all it has been to make the Indian financial system robust using three pillars of technology, transparency, and corporate governance. So there is no way that, this anything that happens will impact the market. So the Hindenburg has come, after the Supreme Court judgment, Hindenburg has now come and, first they labeled allegations against Adani's, and they wanted Adani to be investigated. A bill was filed, and the Supreme Court asked SEBI to do the due diligence. After SEBI gave a clean chit, now they are attacking SEBI's chairperson and saying, now you provide us with the evidence. So will this be another part of a similar ploy that is being carried out? Is a question mark, that you give us the evidence while, these guys short the market, go scot-free, make money while, domestic investors suffer. So what we have to draw from this is the fact that, the last time the Hindenburg came, they caused a severe dent in the Adani market capitalization, and the group had to go back on its strategy of growth by at least a year. And investors lost a lot of money. But this time round, this is not going to work, because the Indian investors are wary. Our markets are much more agile. we are robust, and we've seen that, the flows are so strong that, any amount of FI selling is absorbed into the market like a piece of cake.